Hi, I'm Dotty Morrison, and I'm coming down the hallway from the tunnel to enter the photo studio and gallery, and I want you to join me because we're here for another segment of Gallery Glimpses. Come on in. Hi, Sandy.
How are you, darling?
I'm good.
Good.
Thanks so much for coming today.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm here with our new photographer who has a show here in the gallery, Sandy Ehlers. She lives in Eagles Preserve. But Sandy, when I walk in here, I'm in Minnesota.
That's where you are.
My mom grew up in Minnesota. I visited there many times. And you have just transported us.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank
how
you.
long have you lived in Minnesota?
Well, I lived in Minnesota year-round for 53 years.
Okay.
And prior to that, I summered in Minnesota.
All
I
right.
grew up on the Kansas-Oklahoma border.
Okay.
And it was hot down there.
And you still go back?
We still go back.
Where are your homes?
Our home is on Green Lake, which is west central Minnesota.
Okay.
And then I have a deer preserve that's a mile north of that.
All right.
And that's not exactly a home. That's a home
a
for the
place to
mama
go.
deers.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
yes.
a deer nursery.
Yes.
Yeah, little
Okay.
cabin up there.
Okay, so you've shown us things that you might see in your backyard, but things that you also see out in nature.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. This is very much a Minnesota landscape.
Okay, all right. I don't think I've seen anyone else here at Shell Point take pictures of something that's called a cairn. I notice you have a picture up here.
Yes.
And they're featured in a couple of other pictures. Tell me about cairns in Minnesota.
Well, cairns it was the way the Indians gave directions to each other. Like if you were going through the woods and you were trying to get to someone's camp, say Chief Little Crow, well, there would be a cairn to direct that that's where you turn.
Like a signpost.
Like a signpost.
All
That's
right.
exactly what they were.
Okay.
If you've traveled the Canadian highways, national highways, you'll see them all along there because the Canadian Indians.
Yes, I remember. Okay, and so some of these you've had reproduced.
I've had them
correct?
reproduced,
Okay,
yes.
all right.
Just in honor of the tradition. Because the place where the deer preserve is was a famous hunting camp for the Sioux, or now called the Dakota.
Okay.
And there are burial mounds there.
I see.
So this was in honor of that.
Okay. So next to this one, I love this picture of wildflowers.
Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, the color is beautiful.
That's called purple loosestrife.
Oh,
It started in English gardens, and the pioneers brought it. It jumped out of the garden onto the prairie.
okay.
And honestly, it blooms in August, September, and thousands and thousands. It's like the bluebonnets in
In
Texas.
Texas, I thought of those when I saw it. Okay, okay.
It's a beautiful, beautiful color. Blooms from the bottom up.
All right. Next to it would be something that might be called an abstract, because when I looked at it, I thought I was like in an airplane looking down on fields and trees, but that's not what that is.
No. But you know, I love that description. When you said that, I saw exactly what you meant.
So what is that?
Well, that's my rotting cedar shake roof. We live in an old lodge. It's over 100 years old, and we had to replace the roof this fall. And it was so beautiful. I hated to replace it
I
because
understand.
yeah, the moss
So
moss
that's
was
moss.
eating it away. Yeah, the moss was eating it. It's a parasite. It was living off of the cedar shakes.
yeah.
But I really didn't want water dripping on the living room rug.
Yeah, I understand that too.
Yeah, so we bit the bullet, and I really hated to see it go, so I went out and took a few pictures.
Oh, good
But
for
I
you.
hadn't seen it the way you said that when you
Because
said
you
it.
knew what it was.
Well, yes, but when you said that, I thought, oh my gosh, that's exactly what it looks like. It almost looks like counties.
Yeah, or fields that have been plowed.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay.
Every eye sees things differently.
Yes, definitely. Now on this wall over here, we can't bypass the lake. Minnesota,
yes.
land of 10,000 lakes. It's on all of their license plates.
Yes, we're proud of our lakes.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, we
Yes,
are.
You are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when Mom and Dad moved here from Texas, where they had been, Mother was so glad to be by water again.
Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very soothing. If I'm upset about something, I'll go immediately to water.
Yeah.
If I just need to sit and rest or
Yeah.
do a little diaphragm breathing, somehow it works much better by water.
Now this picture has just a perfect image reflecting the clouds that day.
Yes. I love the summer skies
Oh,
where
yeah.
we get the cumulus clouds.
Yes, wonderful.
Yeah, those are big cumulus for Minnesota. I mean,
Yeah.
the cumulus down here are giants.
Yes,
you
yes,
know. But that's unusual to have that.
Captured it
Yeah,
beautifully.
but isn't it? Well, thank you.
Yeah.
The reflection was, of course, why I loved it the most. But
Yeah.
I love the lake. You know,
Well, it's just wonderful, and all the places here. Thank you so much for bringing Minnesota to Shell Point.
you're so welcome anytime.
I want to invite everyone to come and visit our gallery. Bring your friends and neighbors. You have to work to find us because you have to come in through the glass doors in the tunnel between the pottery studio and the stamp room. Come all the way down the hall. We're open Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 1:30 to 3:30, just like the train room is. And we would love to have you come. And we're going to be here for about a month with Sandy's work. Come and see us.